Hi, welcome to the Suburban Edge. My name is Misty, and today we're going to be pruning and maintaining our basil plants. I have a lot of basil. This happens to be some sweet basil that I have growing in my planter pots by my front door. Basil adds a lot of color and vibrancy to potted plants, but also it's food. It's very early in the morning, and it is the best time to harvest your herbs. It's before the heat of the day has done stuff to the oils. Now, basil will benefit from frequent pruning. If you want your basil to grow nice and bushy, I've kept this fairly compact, but it will grow and grow. You want to trim the basil. Now I have an option. I can trim the basil here about 1/4 of an inch, and these side shoots will continue to grow. And if I want it even bushier, I can go down even deeper. What you are looking for is, see those little nodes right there? I can prune it. You can trim it all the way down to where you can see these little side shoots. Those are little new growth nodes. If I trim it right here, right above that, then this plant will continue to grow from this point. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is where I pruned it. And you see these little side leaves? It's going to grow 2 new branches from those side leaves, and I'll have an even bushier, happier basil plant. I'm going to continue to do that with the rest of the plant, and I will have plenty of tasty basil. So that's the first pruning. I dropped my feather. Now when you're pruning, you want to leave about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of stem just to help the plant with the trauma of this. I know it looks a little drastic, but trust me, it'll be okay. A good pruning will actually encourage that plant to grow and get bushier, and if you leave them, they get long and spindly, and then they'll go to flower. Once they go to flower, they kind of get bitter. The leaves will change flavor, and what we want is that sweet basil flavor. Now last year I let 2 of my 6 basil plants go to flower because the bees love it. They are nuts about basil flowers, and if you have your basil planted near your cucumber, near your tomato, that will help pollinate the things you want pollinated. This year I planted tons of borage, and I will do a video about borage, and the bees love that too, so I'm letting my basil be my basil, and I'm preventing it from going to seed. Let's head over to the garden. I have another great bushy basil plant here. You can see, if you look really closely here, here's an example of a plant that's trying to go to flower, and we don't want that. So this is a perfect time for me to prune down this basil plant. You can see that I have pruned this already because it's getting that nice mounded shape, but I'm going to do it again. Here's a pruning that I did right here. I'm going to take it deeper. I know that seems crazy, but there are 2 side shoots down here that are already doing their thing, and I have a ton of basil. I'm going a little less aggressive here. It's that easy. It will grow back. We have a week of 80-degree temperatures happening, and it will grow. It's getting plenty of water right now. It'll be happier. And I'm filling up my little box of basil. This basil plant is really starting to want to go to seed, basically. This is a flower that if I let turn purple, they're beautiful, then this would go to seed. Now's the perfect time to get on pruning. Now if I didn't want to prune this heavily, I could just pinch off the flowering part and discard it. Or I could selectively prune down some of the side branches to give it a more uniform shape. So I'm going to do a combination of pinching and pruning today. Doesn't look like much now, but it will fill out and it'll be pretty in a few weeks. Thanks for joining me on the Suburban Edge. as always, I love having you here. If you like this content, please hit the like button and please consider subscribing. We love having you here, and we know our channel would like to grow and grow with you. There's some more gardening videos.